Quiche, Ixil, Mixteco, Tzotzil, and the list goes on.
There's individuals from the interior of Mexico or from Guatemala that speak languages other than Spanish.
At the United States District Court in Las Cruces, judges see immigrants charged with violating federal law.
We've had defendants who speak, 35 different languages, and some of these languages are from indigenous tribes, and it creates some real difficult logistical issues.
There are several different people who come into this courtroom who don't speak Spanish or English, but instead a different language like Quiche. When that happens, the translator will use these headsets to dial in an individual proficient in that language.
The interpreter is frequently maybe a college professor at one of the California universities where that's their area of expertise.
Interpreters are called in from across the country, and not just for those who speak languages from Central America, but also for those who speak Russian, Mandarin, Punjabi, and more.
It takes a considerable amount of time. Sometimes it takes 45 minutes to conduct a proceeding that would take maybe 10 minutes in Spanish.
And the public defenders who represent these migrants, well, it's more work for them too.
The court pays for them, and so we have to talk to the clients when we're at the courthouse. We can't just decide I'm going to talk to this client at 4 o'clock on Thursday and talk to the client. It has to be at a special time.
Some cases get even more complicated. It's almost like a game of telephone. If the interpreter doesn't speak English or Spanish, that means what is said in the courtroom goes through 4 people. From the migrant to the indigenous language interpreter to another interpreter and finally to the judge.
So I have to bring my own interpreter, and it goes in a relay. And that's what's going to happen in the courtroom. It's going to be a relay. So obviously it's going to take a lot longer.
This is one of the reasons why immigrant advocates believe these criminal proceedings are an erosion of due process.
Through a translator, expecting these people to be able to respond accordingly is really hard, and then they get themselves in trouble. Honestly, that whole system is just so deeply flawed.
These languages create a lot of challenges for everyone involved, from the migrant to the judge.
These people are obviously from places that do not have the concepts that we have here of court and attorneys and legal rights. And so you don't really even know that they're understanding what their own language interpreter is trying to tell them.
But for now, it's a process that federal judges say will continue. Reporting in Las Cruces, Marissa Armas, KOAT Action 7 News.